Life doesn't come with a grading rubric.
Unmarked is an open conversation between two international teachers meddling through their life, love, and purpose far from home.
No edits,
No filters.
this is Unmarked.
Hello, friends. This is the third episode of Unmarked. It's Nika and
Carol, welcome back, and thank you so much for supporting our first episodes. Actually, today we're feeling a little bit cheeky.
It started with you last night, Carol.
And we're currently in pink and also in green.
Yeah, we are in our wicked era.
Though I do not resonate with Galinda. Don't know.
I do. Because I feel like sometimes she's in me.
Yeah.
But also Alphaba.
Actually, Nika was supposed to be in pink and I was supposed to be in green. And I think that would make more sense.
That would.
But she doesn't have any pink.
Not a single item.
It's an excuse for me to pull out every single thing that is pink in my wardrobe.
But to my excuse, that's actually my favorite color. I do resonate with both of them. Shall we yap a bit about last night? Because I feel like it was such a good night.
Yeah, it was a public holiday, so it was a short week for us.
Correct.
And we decided to watch Wicked at night to one of our friends from another school.
Correct. Well, before that, we just had casual dinner. The funny part was that on the way to having dinner, I asked Carol, I was like, are you a crier?
Oh, yeah. No.
And then Carol said, nope. I was like, okay, what is the thing that can make you cry? And then Carol was like, pets?
It's very hard to make me cry unless a director decides to kill off a pet in the show. Like, what did the pet do to you?
Why would you watch something where you know that the pets will die?
No. I wouldn't know, right? I would watch the show. The main characters would be doing their thing, trying to get themselves killed. And then the pet dies.
Oh my goodness. So we are in the show. We are enjoying and then we're giggling. We are still yapping even during the movie. Probably a lot of people did not like that.
I love the wardrobe, by the way.
The wardrobe.
The dresses
Oh, yes.
that Galinda has.
Yeah, Galinda. But also like everyone, even Fierro.
No,
Ooh.
Fierro has to change. He's in the same suit.
He was. And then Carol was like, when will they change the outfit for him?
No, they spent all of it on Galinda.
Yeah, but he's such a crush. Oh my God. Like, I swear. Fierro.
Even when his pants were so high.
Even then, I would... Okay, no, doesn't matter.
But it was so sweet. We were watching it halfway. And I think it was a part about friendship when they're saying
Yes,
goodbye.
I knew that. I knew that once For Good starts, the song For Good, I will probably have a tear. I was crying, and then it was so picturesque. Let's reinvent
I
the
was
scene.
to her
So
left.
I'm sitting, I'm like trying to fake that I'm not crying.
I could tell that she
But yeah,
was.
and then Carol's like silently, she just goes to her purse, takes the tissue, is like,
And here you go.
and I'm like, thank you.
But it was so sweet. It was cute though.
Me crying.
Yeah.
That's a compliment. I take it as a compliment.
It wasn't an ugly cry.
Let's keep yapping.
Yeah. Back to teaching. When I was back in school last week, my students came and gave me the presents that they've prepared for me. And it was the sweetest thing. They've been very creative. They've created these blind bags. Over here, I have two of them. And I thought we can open it here. And it's going to be a little bit of an ASMR while we see what's inside. Because I'm really curious to find out what they pack. Have you seen these?
I've had one of those for Teachers' Day in my previous school. But in one of the bags, the girl put the lip balm, but it was her mom's. It was used. Yeah, it was used. And I was like,
Oh no.
So be careful.
Let's open this one first. A little bit of an ASMR. So this one...
I think it's a
no.
plushie.
I think this one was not meant to be opened.
It says, find the plushie, what you get.
It's okay. Let's open it up. Oh, I have cotton balls. By the way, students do enjoy creating plushies and stress balls.
My student gave me one when my teaching assistant was sick for the whole week, and she made me one plushie, and she said, teacher, That's the anti-stress plushie, because I know that the assistant is out this week, so you need some anti-stress plushie.
Okay, so these cotton fluff things are actually fillers. Yeah, she did make a plushie. Here, a squishy. They are very creative in terms of making things. And this one has individual packages.
Oh, wow.
So it's very fancy.
It's like advent calendar.
There are 3 packs. 3 question marks. Which one shall we open first?
I'm going for red.
Okay. What do you think is inside?
I think there is like a note.
No stickers.
They
and
like
she
stickers.
even drew the cutting line.
She drew it.
Yeah, a little
Creative.
scissors and dotted lines. I have the American flag and
Wow.
an American Express card. Well, yes, your teacher will need this. But it's really cute. I have tons of bookmarks because the little knickknacks that they would give me. Open this one.
I feel like it's also my birthday. Okay.
It's fun. I like how blind boxes have become a culture.
I like to think about that. She spent time cutting the paper, and you know kids, how difficult it is for them to do anything. And then she spent her time, she was thinking about you. This is so nice. Ooh,
It is really sweet. Oh,
earrings.
what are those? Are those
These are
earrings?
This is cute.
Oh, these are fancy. So this is my birthday present, and it's really cute.
Actually, when they do something with their hands, like handmade, that is so nice. Shall we pause and then clean that?
Yes.
Yep. And then we come back. Right. We are back, and I decided to put the hat on to make most of my alphabet look today.
Well, since we are feeling cheeky today, our topic today is also very fun, very light. We will be talking about Icks
Yay.
in teaching as well as, well, in general. Do you want to tell people
What's
what
Icks?
are?
It's interesting. In my mother tongue, we don't have the word for ick.
I don't think I have that either.
Yeah, so I only knew about this word since I moved from my home country. So it's all the cringe moment I always had, but now I have the name for it. So an ick, to my understanding, is when you see something or when people do something or say something and it gives you this weird cringe moment of being annoyed. And for me personally, I noticed that a lot of icks that I know about, they are something that I do that give me an ick if I do it or say it.
So do you do it and you go, ugh?
Yeah, if it happens to me, I'll be like, oh, this is such an ick. But also if, for example, it's a group of friends and then someone says something or does something, I'll be like, yeah, weird.
Yeah, so it's something small that irritates or
Correct.
annoys you.
Correct.
But I can still like that person. I've always seen icks as little funny things,
Those are
little
things.
quirks.
Yep.
But in teaching, in teachers, what icks do you have? Because we've thought about it and we have a little bit of a list.
Yeah, and again, half of the list of teacher icks I do myself.
And I think some of them I probably do. So let's see.
So I'm gonna start with those small talks in the hallways and bathrooms. When you walk in the hallway and then you see another teacher going to your direction and you cannot run away. So you would pass by and you're like, hi, happy Monday or happy Tuesday, whatever. And they'll be like, you know, those weird conversations like, do you say, how are you? Because the person is going, do you stop? Like, it's so awkward. You don't know whether you stop and have a small talk or it's just in the way because sometimes people are in a hurry. And I'm so lost in that moment because I wasn't prepared for any kind of interaction right now. This gives me an ache. And okay, hallway, it's fine. But bathroom...
Bathrooms are always
So
strange.
we have staff bathroom, right? And then
Which is a luxury.
It is. So in the bathroom, it's so awkward because you're waiting there if there is like a line.
Usually
and
it's
like,
when you are washing hands.
washing hands, and then you randomly start talking about like a student in your class. And it's, what kind of world am I in right now to talk about this in the bathroom? That gives me an ick, to be honest. But I
Yeah.
do that.
But then there are also colleagues that I only meet at the bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Even though all of us are in the same building, I feel like I rarely see some of them.
Same.
And then I would bump into them in the bathroom and I'm like, oh, hello again.
I find it funny, as
Yeah.
you said, like icks, those kind of icks, they're very like cute and funny to my
Yeah.
mind. All right, what's yours, Miss Carol?
I have one, but this one's a little bit nasty. Parents who talk to you or speak to you in a tone that is very condescending and you're the babysitter.
I have a story to share about that, but
Yeah.
all right.
I've worked with parents who are so supportive and so nice, but when you have a parent that goes, can you make sure that they change? Can you make sure that they have their pants?
Don't do it as a parent.
Yeah, when you have 24 kids, I know it sounds like it's a manageable amount, but managing 24 children's belongings is pretty tough, especially when they all have the same PE shorts.
Yeah.
But it's a funny story. I had a child come to me like, Miss Carol, this pair of shorts are too small for me. I don't think it's mine.
That's why they put the names, the label,
Yeah.
their shirts, their belongings.
I've reminded everyone in the
Yeah.
weekly parent newsletter that they should write names, but there are always students.
Drama.
Yeah. You had a parent this week who definitely spoke to you like you were a babysitter.
Not me. She spoke to my TA. So basically, the kid was sick whole week. And my TA, obviously, a very nice person. And she asked, did it happen because of the food in the cafeteria? And she said, no, but he has now a chicken allergy. I didn't know it exists.
Okay.
And basically, the kids spent the whole week in hospital having food poisoning. And we were like, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Once the kid is recovered, he can come back next week and we will give him a chance to write the test. So it was Thursday. We left only 2 classes in the day. It was during lunchtime. I'm eating lunch with my TA. And then she says, the mom just called me. I need to go meet her at the reception. I finished my lunch, brew my coffee, enjoying my lunchtime basically, and then the door opens and then the kid enters. The sick kid comes in pajama and then the TA comes with a set of medicine. She said, the mom brought him to school. He is still sick. Do not give him any kind of tasks, but she needs to go somewhere and there is no one to take care of him right now.
So she's just dropping him off for a while.
Like a nanny. I obviously see the kid is still sick and I'm like, okay, sweetie, you sit down, blah, blah, blah. But then, he saw
Poor
his friends and he got a bit of uplifting mode. And then guess what? Like 1 hour later, he vomited in my class and I was so angry. It's very irresponsible. What if it's contagious?
Yeah. And honestly, with the whole situation, safeguarding wise, as teachers, we're not supposed to be administering any medicine.
Absolutely. In the whole situation, she treated school as basically babysitting nannies. And that's an ick for me.
So yeah,
Parents.
it's always a tough one. Yeah. What else do you have?
Some teachers use their teacher voice with colleagues and friends.
Is it the tone or the volume?
Attitude. Like when they talk to you in real life, but still treating you like a student, like needing help, guiding you. I can't stand that. It gives me an ick and I feel like I just need to leave that area. I cannot stand this kind of people. But it's way worse if they do this to their family members or friends.
This reminds me of a situation from my recent dive trip. I was on the boat and then one of our dive buddies, she was struggling to fix her oxygen tank. I just immediately jumped into teacher mode and I say, okay, so first you turn this, can you just try it? And then after that,
That's what I said. We do those icks.
yeah, then the dive master said, well, now you're teaching. And I'm like, oh no! I'm sorry, you did not ask for that, but would you like me to help? That was embarrassing.
Ick. Yours?
Okay. Teachers who are constantly negative about the school that they work in. And I think I was a little bit guilty of this in my previous school. But I caught myself and I'm like, this is not healthy and I shouldn't be spreading this. Because if you choose to work in that school, you should try to also uplift everyone. It doesn't serve you any purpose if you're just constantly negative, like this dark cloud.
I think that's the moment when you click, oh, time for me to change.
Time
for
to
me
move on.
To go, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I have two options. I can change how I think about a situation, or I can change the environment. So in my case, I chose to change the environment.
Same.
What other icks do you have in school?
Reply all.
Reply all. It's just emails everywhere.
It's an ick. Automatically guilty.
I do have an icks for admin and management.
Ooh, be careful.
I mean, I'm not referring to anyone in particular.
Correct.
But leadership who calls work family.
Oh, I also have that.
Oh, you have
one.
that?
Yes. Oh
yeah,
my
I can't
goodness.
stand it.
I swear, like, I'm twitching.
Yeah.
When I hear it, when I see it in some emails, so previously I would have this kind of experience.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's a ick.
Yeah, I am very passionate about my work.
But no.
Work is still work and family is family. I don't think that line should be blurred.
I feel it's actually very toxic to say things like that, because
Yes.
then you kind of manipulate things, saying that we are like all big family. Some people would say we are a team, and if someone makes mistake, we are not pointing fingers. It's everyone's mistake. That is such an ick for me.
I actually
too.
think the leader should take the blame.
For sure,
Yeah.
but also if a person makes a mistake, we reflect on that.
Yes.
Because otherwise, how will then the person learn?
Yeah. They call you family when they need to, and I think that
It's
is very
manipulating.
toxic.
Anyways, when people use ChatGPT for like literally everything.
On emails, lesson plans.
I had a parent, and I understand, probably she's just busy, but it's not an excuse. So she would send me an email, and it's not because of the language, she's a native speaker. She would send me an email, and there would be this first line from ChatGPT. Here is blah, 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 the message in a friendly tone to the teacher.
No. She did not remove that even.
That is even the worst. But like when you read emails, which, okay, to be honest, we do use ChatGPT for certain things, and there are even special websites, some tools. It's the AI period. We need to learn how to live with that, and probably we will need to teach students how to use it wisely.
I have one. Oh, this is not gonna sound good, but let me explain my point of view. So teachers who spend too much time decorating,
Guilty.
and I used to be guilty too.
Guilty.
But when I say teachers who spend too much time decorating, what I really mean is that they put that as the utmost priority. So their lesson plans are not submitted. Teaching is weak, their pedagogical skills. But
It's just
then
the image.
decoration is their whole personality.
Yeah, I know what
So
you're
I'm like,
saying.
no.
Unfortunately, there are teachers like that who put different priorities.
Yeah.
I think we all want everything to be perfect from
Yes.
very beginning.
Yeah. Now I just try to use what they do. Even if it's imperfect, they love it when they see their work being displayed. And they're proud because, oh, this is my class. And
Yes.
that is what I made.
Yeah.
For Halloween, for example, I got them to cut spider webs.
That was so ugly, I have to say.
But it's so cute. And they
It
were
was
happy.
very cute, yes.
And I think that is it, though, for my icks at work.
Really?
Yeah.
I have the phrase that gives me an ick, but I still say it sometimes for my students. The phrase when they are not listening or not with
A callback.
you. No, not the callback. I will wait. And I'll put the hands like this.
Oh, yeah, I do it all the time.
That's all from me.
And that is all from me, too.
So that means...
It is time for Unmarked.
And a little break. The coffee break.
Oh, yes. I need more coffee.
This is Unmarked.
We've taken a break. Welcome back to Unmarked. We will start the conversation with this question that Nika has, and I thought it's a very interesting question.
Things that are completely normal at work, but weird in real life.
So things that are normal in the classroom,
Yes.
but it would be strange in real life.
I have that one.
Plenty, I think.
1, 2, 3, eyes on me. For those who don't know, it's a callback to get students' attention if you need them to listen to you at a certain time. And then you say, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. And they'll be like, eyes on you, responding to you, like a callback. Or macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze! Yeah, we have plenty of those. In the classroom, though, there are so many things that are so cult-like.
Yes.
Like when you
Queer.
read in chorus, it's like chanting. Or there are all of these callback responses. It's
Cringe.
very strange.
Yes.
And to label your name on everything, that is strange too,
Yeah.
right?
Even in my class, I would put my name on my stationery. So rulers that are in the class, I don't want them to just go disappear. So I would put Veronica, Nika.
They wrote those for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's
They love like helping around. So one day a girl was asking me, "What can I help you with?" I'm like, "You know what? Actually, you can label my stationeries." But thank goodness she spelled it correctly. Last year, my students would spell it as Miss Coral.
Coral.
Coral. Yeah.
Coral.
But I guess it works out for me.
Yeah, because you're into diving.
Yeah. Even this year, I received a card that says Coral.
Students mispronounce my name as Miss Maronica.
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 Or Miss Chica.
Miss Chica. Oh my god.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. And I asked, why it's Chica? And then they said, it's a character from the game. I was like, okay, what's the character like? She is scary and evil. Thank you, sweetie. Kids. Another one is good job when they do bare minimum. I taught my students how to close the door because they don't close the door, and it pisses me off because then it's very disturbing. And then I would be like, okay, one by one, line up. Let's learn how to close the door. And one boy did learn that eventually. And then I told him, you know what, sweetie? You can now go straight to Harvard. You ready?
I guess it is a big step for them.
Yeah. But saying good job and encouraging phrase like, oh, this is so nice. In real life, that would be so weird.
Yeah, I try my best to be specific about what I'm complimenting them on. Like, oh, the shading that you've done with the color pencil looks amazing.
Yeah.
Or like, but sometimes it's very strange. Like, oh, the way you close the door, that is good.
Yeah, when they do their
so
duties also. But at some point, there are those situations when they come talk to you and I swear, I cannot understand where does it go to.
Yeah.
Because it's like absolute nonsense that they just want to talk. And then you'd be like, wow, sweetie, this is so cool. Okay.
I have one more, and that's the best thing about teaching. It's those days where you get to dress up.
For Christmas, Halloween.
Christmas, Halloween,
I
book
love
week,
them.
where you would dress as a book character. It's so strange to walk outside of school with your costume.
I once forgot it was Christmas celebration, have reindeer horn. And I only realized that I have those only when I was home.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Because back in Malaysia, I was dressed as Gretel, like from Hansel and Gretel. And then I had to pump petrol. So at the petrol kiosk, I just went down with my full brindle and like this bandana.
Very nice outfit though.
Yeah, I look like I walk out of an amusement park or something. But people were staring. It was all good. Okay.
I love it. All right. So on this note, I think it would make sense if we make a smooth transition to our unmarked section where we would talk about our icks in our personal lives.
Just in general.
What is yours?
People who have their pants too high. Yesterday when we were watching Wicked.
But it was a part of his outfit.
Understand that, I don't know, in what decade it is, but the men do have like breeches. I couldn't.
If it is Jonathan Bailey, he can wear whatever he wants. It's fine for me.
No, I can't. Even if it's my crush, if they have their pants up too high, I'm like, no, those look like diapers. I also have people who talk too loud.
That's us.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, that's us.
Yeah.
Because when we're teaching, we're so loud.
Yeah. You don't regulate volume.
And sometimes we forget regulate when we're out of work.
We were in the cab. We were yapping so loud. And then Carol was like, okay, shh, 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 shh.
Using our teacher voice in the car.
That's funny though. Mine is filming any kind of TikToks or reels in very public, crowded places and making a big deal out of it. For example, in, I think it's Tokyo, where is this big traffic light area and a lot of
the
people...
Shibuya crossing.
Yeah, and in New York, sometimes you see those videos where they would just stand in the middle of the road and film TikToks. It's just too much. Like, yes, you can do this and it's fun. It's brings you joy. Do it. But do not, when it causes discomfort to other people.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think people who lack self-awareness in general is an ick for me.
Or when people are like on the way, let's say in the elevator, a lot of people are in the elevator and then obviously they all need to go to different floors. And
but
then
they don't scoot over.
Yeah, then this one person would just in front of the exit and he wouldn't move. I'm like, what's your deed? Come on.
Again, they lack the self-awareness.
Yeah.
They don't understand what's happening around them. And yeah, that's an ick for me too.
Mine is running after the bus. Like when...
Have you seen someone running after the bus before? That would be hilarious.
Or in the subway. Or running with the backpack.
You mean when the backpack goes...
Yeah, it's like... Oh, that is such an ick. But again, I do that sometimes, so...
Yeah, when we're traveling, we rush.
Or the traffic light when it starts blinking and you don't know whether you should risk it or stay. You know, this weird moment like, what do I do?
You're shuffling.
And then you decide to take responsible decision and stay and wait until it's the next traffic lights on. And then it's 1 minute blinking. And I feel like all the people in the cars are just staring at me at that moment. And like, oh my God, she's such an idiot.
Sometimes you're brave and then we run across. Yeah. I have people who chew with their mouths open and like the chewing noise where they go.
That is not ASMR for you guys, but I had experienced that in Cambodia. It's a cultural thing.
Is it something that is simply just tolerated or is it something that has a positive connotation? So for example, like the Japanese, when they slurp, it's actually to tell that it's good, right? So when they make the chewing noise, is it just a tolerated behavior?
I unfortunately don't know that. I guess so. Should be the reason for it.
This one is a little bit more serious, but people who are indecisive, they're wiffly-waffly. In one moment, they're okay with something. In another, they're not. So they just don't know what they want.
Yes, there are those people who change their decision during your conversation. So they don't even let you know that they've changed their mind.
I think there is a difference when you're in a conversation and maybe your point of view changed mine, right? And that is good because it shows that you're flexible.
Correct.
But when you're just indecisive, like there is no reason to your change in opinion, it's very strange.
Yeah, I think it just probably says a lot about the person not being mature enough to reflect on that. Mine is body odor.
But in Southeast Asia, we don't have that. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that I want to talk about, and I was waiting for a proper space to talk about that. When I moved to Southeast Asia, where it is plus 35 and it's humid, so it's very weird, gross feeling. You're sticky, right? And you're sweating so much. So I would think that some people might have odor like sweat odor, not clean laundry. But weirdly enough, in Southeast Asia, I have never seen or smelled bad odor from people. Whilst every time I go to Europe, I have to do this because it's just horrible.
You have to pinch your nose. Okay.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Here, it's, I don't know.
I think we're lacking a gene that makes us stink. So we smell nice.
No, I think it's just because people take showers there quite more often.
Yeah. No, but actually, physiologically.
Eh, really?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
See, there is an explanation for it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we lack a gene or we have an extra one, but basically, we don't produce as much odor, which helps because we sweat so much when it's
Correct.
warm outside.
Correct.
But yes, I do notice because when I travel, I live in dormitories, like hostels, then smells would happen.
I told you I have lots of gross ones.
Okay, what else do you have in terms of
Smokers.
smokers?
I can't stand smoke. My dad is a smoker his whole life, but I just cannot. I think that's why I have this ick. Nah, cannot.
Yeah, I just can't stand it because it makes my nose itchy.
Because smoking looks beautiful in movies. In France, when you go there, it's just a part of their character. It's very beautiful. Not healthy, but beautiful. Yours?
I have last one actually. People who are overly optimistic. But it's quite obvious that they're trying to cover for a lack of something.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it, basically.
Yeah. And it makes me uncomfortable because you can be optimistic, but you would still have to be realistic about it.
Sure. And if sometimes something happens, you don't need to find a good reason. We need to look at
I
things.
would be the one explaining it.
Yeah, obviously. You'd be like, I have an explanation for that.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's me too. I would also try to find the reason. Oh my God, we are also Icks. We
are.
Icks, walking Icks. Mine is when strangers touch my phone.
Yeah, we found this out yesterday.
I knew I had that in my head for a long time, but when yesterday that happened, I was like, oh my God, that's an ick. I now know that I can give it a name. I was in the store and I was using Google Translate because obviously the person did not speak English and I don't speak Mongolian. So she would take my phone and then started typing. It's so hard to explain, but let's say if you touch my phone or like my family or friends, that's fine. But when it's complete random stranger, not okay. But you know what I was thinking? As I've said, like a lot of icks that I have, both teaching and personal, I do. And I think that makes me even sometimes feeling worse because I feel like, ooh, if someone else does that, ooh, weird, cringy. But if I do it, it's, wow, that's just so weird. I feel so embarrassed. I have this thought, why do we have those icks?
I love that because you're asking for an explanation.
Give us an explanation, Miss Carol.
I think it reminds us that we are human.
And we have flaws.
Because when you look at this person and sometimes at the start of any friendship or any relationship, you kind of idealize this person and you think that, oh, they're the best person in the world. But then you start seeing all those icks.
Flaws.
Yeah, and it reminds you that they're just another fellow human being. And you have icks too, right? So other people would also see you that way.
That is actually a very nice explanation for that. No one is perfect and we all have those imperfections, but if you see that ick in your partner, would you tell them, would you confront them and would you say, oh, that actually annoys me, could you work on that? Or would you rather be slipping it through?
I think I would actually amplify it and make fun of it because it is quite funny and it will be nice because if you have a partner and you are living with them for the rest of your life, then you're stuck with that ick.
Not necessarily.
Not that.
You can confront them.
I think it's about meeting someone whose icks you can tolerate.
Oh, yes. Have you met anyone whose icks you can tolerate?
Not now, but
Oh, in your life.
close friends, you would have to tolerate their icks. And same goes for partners that you choose. If you choose to date someone, then eventually you would find out their icks, and it's funny because then you would have to go, is that something that I can accept, or is that just a deal breaker for me?
I think it's just so important to also be honest.
Yeah.
And talk about that if it annoys you, but also choose words, because words can hurt.
I really think it's about finding people whose icks you can accept.
Okay, in our friendship, Carol, what ick that I have that you accept? It's a nice reflection right now, therapy session.
No, when Nika's overexcited about things. Because it's cute.
But I can't stop talking, basically.
You're more transparent with your feelings, and it goes high and low. But for me, it's pretty much flat. But it's cute. So, for example, when we were watching the movie, right, and I'm like, okay, tissue. But that I can deal with because it's cute.
Yeah.
And eventually, it makes it funny because I wouldn't want to be with 5 of me.
Yeah. 5? Why 5?
I don't know, it was just a random number.
Yeah, you would not want to have either a partner or your friends who are just exactly like you.
Yeah, that would be
They're
horrible.
boring. That's boring. I like your ick when you just try to explain everything in the world. Even super weird random things that do not need explanation. Carol will be the one. I have an explanation. I think it's because, but I like it.
That's why
we're teaching.
Students would come up to me with the strangest questions, and I would come up with an equally strange response.
You have to
And
sometimes.
they would go, eh? That's pretty much it for Unmarked, and we will see you in our homework section.
This is Unmarked.
Welcome back to our homework section. And for this week, we will give you something to read, something to watch, and something to listen to. Do you, Carol, want to start with something to watch?
Something to watch. This show, I actually watched it on a plane. It's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's an old movie.
It's a rom-com.
It made me laugh so hard. Those are such big icks. Okay, what if you turn up on a date one day and you have all of these icks, but then that person still accepts you? That would be so cute.
We were talking about that last night, and we said, what if you don't like, like basically How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, if you don't like someone, and then you just show your biggest ick, just like in the White Chicks. Remember the movie White Chicks? Yes. You just be the grossest person on earth and they still like you.
But it's
I
kind of
like
sweet.
it.
Yeah.
It's a rom-com. I like rom-coms. I have something to listen to and a funny story behind that. I would sometimes play some music for my students when they come in the morning because, you know, it kind of sets the mood, so to say. And I have a playlist specifically for my kids. It's called Songs for Mini Humans, and they are very inspiring songs. There was the song. It's called Find My Way by Gabe Dixon. And this one kid came to me, and so in the chorus it says, find my way. And then this kid would come and he's like, teacher, this song is very rude. Why would you play it for us? And my face, imagine, and be like, no, it's actually very motivational song of like a person looking for his place in this world and trying things. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to try to find your place. And he said, no, he says, out of my way, out of my way. And I said, sweetie, we have to work on your comprehension skills.
But the thing is, when Nika played the song just now, in my head I was like, oh, this song is vulgar, and she wants to recommend it for the podcast.
Yeah, Carol heard the F word there.
Yeah, I F my way, F my way. So I guess I have to work on my listening comprehension too.
Yeah. So you do listen and tell us what you hear,
Yes.
right? It's also from the rom-com, so it will be fun.
Something to read.
We'll just leave you the link for Reddit with random strangers posting their icks. I don't even know whose thread that is, so
Yes.
it
You
might
can
be
just
interesting.
read and
Yeah.
lose
And-
yourself in all the icks.
Share with us, please, on Instagram or TikTok, or send us an email, or leave us a comment whether you have icks and what are they. If you can resonate to any of the icks that we've shared, and maybe you get the ick from this episode or from listening to us.
Please let us know. We are still small creators, so leaving a review, leaving a comment, even liking or sharing, everything helps us to grow the channel, so we really would appreciate that. Our email is unmarked.pod@gmail.com. unmarked.pod.
At gmail.com.
And that is it for today.
That is it. Thank you very much for joining our yapping session today. We are very happy to hear back from you. And this week it was Nika and
Carol.
this is
Unmarked.